is a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot put no zeros.
Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Allen now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch him now, Barney.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw. James. He's got him in. Complete. Give him 30 yards there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, this is Geis. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 30, 10, 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Richardson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Geis receives the pitch, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now James. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to get it running right. Spinning away. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. On the crossing route, complete. That's Rose. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And here's Marshall. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Check, lucky! Gun! Gun! Gun!
James to throw on 2nd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. James. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Back to throw. James. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
56. Lucky 56.
The snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Patriot! Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Allen forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Just like that. Just like that.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Avoids him at the 40. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So that'll back him up 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards. So now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Allen. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is Geis. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
James now on 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out now come the Redskins. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over.
Here's James, looking to throw on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a run with Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is James. To throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun.
Now James to throw on 3rd down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down, James. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56.
James looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
James now on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And his kick is indeed good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Try again on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that takes us from second to third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now Marshall. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw. James. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On the handoff, it's Geis. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Geis. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Leopard! Gun! Detroit!
Here's James. From the gun, he'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
All right, now, look at 56.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
To throw, it's Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Allen now throwing again. Throw left side complete. It's Rose. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get free, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
To throw is James on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now James, off play action. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now out come the Bills. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go now.
Here's Allen throwing on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Gone! All right, here we go. 3-19! Detroit!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keith Marshall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. James on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a toss coming right. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Lucky 56. Over.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Detroit! Gun!
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
All right, now, Lucky 56.
They'll run with Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, You can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be back home